Japan Journal, the internet's #1 English language weekly online cybercast from Japan. Japan Journal with Mal Adams.
For those of you who may have just joined us, whether you're watching on Facebook Live or whether you're actually watching this stream on Zoom, this is a beta test of the ability for me to stream a live Zoom meeting over Facebook. Here we got. Let me view who this is here in the meeting. No identity. Okay. I tell you what. There's someone now coming in, and I'm going to admit that person as soon as I can see how to do that. Waiting room, one person, and 402-232. Who we got? Who we got? Ah, my brother. Look at you. Wow.
Hey.
Look at you, boy. What's up?
You're doing it, man. You're doing it.
No, we doing it. No. You just made it happen, brother.
You see where I'm at, don't you?
You just made it.
Hey, man. I've been watching from the beginning.
Okay.
So we go back. You're on right now. You're on 4 different
What are you doing,
platforms.
What are you doing?
And let me tell you what they are. Now you're on Facebook. You're on Facebook.
Okay, I wasn't
and
sure,
on
man,
Facebook,
because
I'm telling my audience, and I have a diverse audience.
Yeah, I'm sure.
You just keep going. What you're doing, you're showing people you're building a network. You're a new platform.
Hey, man.
You're the alternative to Facebook.
This is not me. It
You're
ain't
the
nothing without you.
alternative to Facebook.
No, we are the
Look,
alternative.
man,
This is what we've been talking about for 2 years, man. So I got you now. I got you.
I know.
I'm trying to find my camera, buddy.
I've been with
Which
you from the
camera do I want to look? I'm looking in this guy. I got you, boy.
I can see you. I can see you.
Great.
We need to do a morning show, man. International morning show. Now, now, I have several of my friends in Ethiopia who are actually watching you. So you're in Africa.
What up, Africa?
Spotify.
Wakanda, baby.
Spotify.
Well,
Emoja, brother. Emoja.
Emoja, my brother, all the way from Japan to Ethiopia. Where
now
are you?
What's behind me, don't you?
Where are you situated right now? Actually, I was trying to.
Right now, I'm in Sacramento, California.
Wonderful.
Yeah, I've been out here for about 2.5 years now.
Man, listen.
Oh yeah.
You got a room for me?
I got married again.
I know your beautiful wife. I've been following that, man.
Yeah.
God bless you, brother. You deserve it,
Thank
man.
Thank you. There's hope for us. There's hope for us.
Hey, man, you saw my build up to this live here. How I look, brother?
Yeah. Hey, man. That's why I called you the Jedi Samurai Warrior. Because you transformed right there. It's amazing what you can do.
I did it. Yeah.
So what do we call this podcast?
Well, right now it's Japan Journal, the internet's #1 weekly online cybercast. Right now, I'm doing Japan Journal, as I say, the internet's #1 weekly English language online cybercast from Japan. With all of those adjectives, nobody can copy that and say we're lying.
I get you. Oh yeah, absolutely.
I am the #1 English language.
Listen,
we branding, baby. Okay, so I know you know a little something about that.
You've been in this business. You've been in it long enough. You've been in this business long enough to start with the copyright.
Absolutely.
Let me say this to you. Let me say this to you.
Okay.
And I don't know if anybody else can see us, but I'm just going to say this to you.
Well, I'm recording it, so they'll see it.
You're on to something definitely here. Oh, you got it. Hey, man, you're
We're
bringing
recording.
people together. We're in
Well,
all different parts of the world.
that's
Do
the
you know
key.
Terry Miller? Terry, you need to. Oh, yes, you know Terry.
Of
Yeah,
course.
Terry is the key.
Listen, listen.
Yeah, it's
Terry
a
is
number. She's a number.
the key.
Margie,
Listen, I already
uh,
shouted her out, and
huh?
Margie. Those are the golden
She
girls.
to her network.
The golden girls,
You got
brother.
Beverly. You got Beverly.
Uh,
I saw you shout out to Beverly Wright, so you know
I
she's in
shouted out to
Chicago.
Terry. You know,
So you know
listen.
you got a platform.
Let me give you some background. Terry and I kicked it a few years ago in 2014, maybe 2013. She decided she was bringing her golden girls to Japan, and so we
Yeah.
did the Native Omahans in Japan, the
Mm-hmm.
NOIJ Mouse Bar Rock Your World tour of
Oh yeah,
2014.
I
Yeah,
was coming.
man, you sure were. I
I
actually,
was coming,
oh man,
and my first wife had a stroke. Beatrice
yes,
got
right
sick, and
around
so we
that
couldn't come.
time,
But yeah,
sure.
Terry
Yeah,
was
that's
great.
Terry, man. That's all about Terry. And she brought them people over here, man. And when they landed, I got them. You know, rock your world. I
When you gonna do another one? When you gonna do another one?
as soon as this Corona, man. And look, if I can't leave Japan, if I leave Japan and come back, they're gonna
You can't
quarantine
come
me
back.
for 2 weeks. Yeah, no. I'm a
Yeah.
resident here, a permanent resident. They'll quarantine me, man, in my own house. You know, just because of the protocols, right, that are really strict.
Ha-
We're going.
Have
We're
you had your
going.
shot?
No, it's just coming out in Japan, and
Okay.
we're going through our really third or second or third surge right now. I've got
Okay.
a brother I'm going to
Here-
put you on to, Dr. Lane Rowling. I hope he's listening, man. A bad immunologist, virologist, and infectious disease specialist, black brother, man. And his daughter is an up and coming young reporter on Billboard's
Mhm.
online program. I saw her interview her own dad. She fine, a lovely little
Okay.
girl and
Okay.
smart. And I
Okay.
called him immediately. So he's been my guy in Japan to spread
Hmm.
Corona news, and
All
he's
right. Well,
he's blowing up. Yeah.
let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. If you if I'm sorry, if let me ask you a question because you really hit upon something there.
Okay.
I've had both my shots, both my wife and I, so we're free to travel. I mean, we've been locked down, skip for over a year almost, and so there are other people in our group or our friends who have gotten their shots. So if we came to Japan as a group and we've already got our shots, if you could put together a 2 week itinerary
Oh,
or a week
no
itinerary where they would
problem.
have to quarantine in Japan for a week, it wouldn't be no problem because they
Well,
already got the shots,
here's what's happening
and then they
now.
would coming back.
No problem.
Go ahead.
Here's what's going on in Japan. It's controversial because of privacy issues, and the Bill Gates put a chip in your arm so they can track you and all
Oh
that
yeah,
nonsense. But Japan is about to,
Tuskegee.
yeah, yes, of course, we're all concerned. We got the institutionalized history of all of that
Mm-hmm.
abuse.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the
Mm-hmm.
key. Japan's all about technology, man. So they will issue kind of a digital card that can be scanned so that when you come over, if you
Mm-hmm.
have a card that has the verification or certification that you have been vaccinated, it's going to be easy for you. People who don't have it may
Mm-hmm.
not be allowed on the plane or
Chip in? They gonna put a chip in you?
no, not a chip. This is like your credit card. Hell, it's like you on your keychain or whatever, something that can be
But it's
swiped.
oh
And it will
it's not in your person.
no, not at all, not at all. But look, people complain and say, man, I ain't earned this. I'm not rebuilding my credit. I said, man, look, I said, do you have a driver's license? You have a social security card? They got you.
Right, right. I got you. I got you. Big brother's always watching.
Been watching, so I ain't scared of Big Brother. I'll tell him what he want to know.
Oh no, absolutely. That's why you're in exile for 40 some
Thank you, man. Come
years.
get me. You couldn't see me with a satellite.
You could, man, you can see him
Yeah, I see him
coming.
coming. Yeah, man.
You can see, but let me. I enjoyed it. I've enjoyed it. You definitely, and woke my spirit up this morning. Let me say that to you.
Well, it's a
I've been
blessing.
enjoying you, man, from the time
How?
you signed on.
Listen, how appropriate is this that you would be the first cat to chime in here. We're going live globally, baby. Where you got me in Ethiopia?
Brother.
Oh my
Kindred
God.
spirits. Yeah.
That's what we
Hey,
do,
listen,
right?
sign up. Get on Spotify. Sign up for
I'm on
Spotify
Spotify.
now.
Yeah, I got
This
yeah.
way, we could connect. Like you're doing Zoom. That's one platform.
Right.
Facebook, I understand, is getting ready to cut down some of their content on live, which is unfortunate. But there are other platforms.
Right.
Spotify, you got
Right.
Ethiopian ETA, which is the Ethiopian network, even though it's in Ethiopian. I have friends that we could do the subtitles.
You
And
know,
you got a great idea for a morning
yeah.
show.
I think I'm using Zoom because I use Zoom for my business, right? My
I
my
love
I'm getting a ping right now in my ear, so I don't know. We gotta
the part. It's nighttime. It's
yeah. Anyway, but to finish,
okay.
I'm using Zoom
We'll
right now.
communicate. We'll communicate later.
Yeah. But no problem, no problem. Good. So I'm using this platform because it's up and running, and I perfected my productivity on it because my school is on Zoom here in Japan.
Right.
Normally,
I
I
keep
would
up with you.
yeah, okay, I would go to the Adams International Academy is housed at the local lifelong learning facility in this town that I'm in, but with the corona surge and everything, I said, well, eventually I'm gonna have to do the remote thing anyway. So I got online early and required all my students to check into my Zoom thing. So I'm teaching classes from my desk here. I'm in my studio right now. I don't have to
See.
leave, right? And I researched whether you could do streaming onto other platforms through Zoom, and lo and behold, I mean, this is a matter of hours ago. I found out I could do it on Facebook. But Zoom is already aware of what you just mentioned, that Facebook is
Okay.
changing. They're
Yeah.
changing. So they gave me a couple of alerts about some issues that may arise when I try to stream on Facebook. But if you're telling me now, what are you watching me on? Well, we're on Zoom now, right?
Well, you're on Zoom. You're on Facebook.
Okay. Okay. And you and I,
And you're
you've
on
joined this Zoom meeting, so you're being broadcast.
ETA, which is I subscribe to. I am, and you are too.
Right. So
Now,
we're having this conversation as a part of my broadcast right now.
absolutely.
Oh,
So
great.
what we do now at this point, there are some very dear friends of mine in Jamaica, the Caribbean, the gateway to the Caribbean.
Yes, sir.
Tough Gong label there. Barbara Hanna. There are people
Listen,
there who can open the Caribbean door. You know, I've lived there
listen.
for 18 years until
Bunny
I
Wade,
came here.
I didn't realize you were in Jamaica. I thought you were in another
I was
island.
in St. Martin.
Yeah,
I was in
okay.
St. Martin. But,
But
you know,
listen,
that was
listen.
my beat,
Bunny
you know.
Bunny Whaler is my big brother, man. I did his
Yeah.
Bob Marley commemorative CD, double CD. I
Mm-hmm.
licensed that to a Japan label for him, and my record label was
Mm-hmm.
born as a result of that transaction. So
Mm-hmm.
I was in
I saw
Jamaica.
the tribute.
That was shot. The documentary on Buddy Wader, which is the most, it's got more hits of any of his stuff on my YouTube channel. I recorded that stuff in Jamaica, so I've been to his home and he just passed recently, man. It was a sad thing. He
Yes,
was
it
in,
is. Yes, it is.
yeah.
But listen, you got an interview you did with Miles Davis.
I've done several interviews with Miles. I've got a
There's a
collection of, yeah.
well, put a show together, put a half-hour show together, and there is a German jazz channel that I'm a member of.
Okay.
And so what I'll do is just, run your program on my Saturday slot that I've got booked with them.
Cool.
The goal is to be on 5 platforms.
Right on.
I got you on 3 this morning already.
That's crazy.
So you work on the Far East, I'll work on the Caribbean.
That's crazy.
And I'll see you up here in space. Every morning we start our day, with a quote. And
Yes,
the quote is, we're traveling the road of life.
Right.
Let's keep going. You're doing great, man. I'm just glad to be a part of your show this morning.
Man.
And hopefully, if anybody sees us, they hear our conversation. And
well, guess what?
We got a lot of love.
I'm recording this, so they will see it because I'm gonna submit the video.
Okay.
Yes, sir. I will cut this post produce.
Let's say this.
you're frozen right now. If you can hear me, go ahead.
Okay.
Go,
Okay.
once more, say again, please.
Continue what you're doing. Continue what you're doing. You're reaching a lot of people, and
Well, I
let's do
appreciate
this, man. You got a great idea.
it.
You're a
Hey,
new platform, and people are tired of Facebook. You know, Twitter has gotten to be old. They're looking for a platform, a place where friends can connect video.
absolutely.
You know, where we can
And
actually talk and intertwine.
share stories, right? Real life stories, right? Whatever about the news, man. We want to hear from people, man.
Absolutely. Well, you
Absolutely.
got
So,
a absolutely, and you got a podcast. I got a way we can turn the podcast into cash, so we'll talk about that. I think we
well,
call it yin.
yeah, right.
You know,
Yeah, yeah. I've had a yen for the yen for a lot of years. You know what I'm saying? But actually,
God bless you, brother.
this is emanating from my YouTube channel, which is monetized for a couple of years right now. So,
Okay,
they're
okay.
allowed to put ads on here, and if you click that ad, then they trickle me down. You know what I'm saying? But let's talk
Hmm.
more about that aspect, though, because hey,
Yeah,
ain't no
but
free
reach.
lunch out
You
here.
got absolutely. You got a great. I want to say this to you. You got a great network with Terry Beverly. You got Arnold Lucas.
Oh
You
my
got
God!
Donald Givhan. You got
Oh
people
my
who are
God!
different, who've got their own platforms of people.
Of
So this
course,
can,
and
man.
beyond it, yeah, and
Check your. I
different.
bet you set set a day that we can start doing this every day, you know, and
Yeah,
bring
yeah,
people together. If we know you're on Saturday morning at a certain time, you know, everybody will know to tune in,
absolutely.
and we'll
Okay.
promote it during the week. God bless you, man.
God bless you,
Love
brother.
you.
Love you too, man.
See you
I
soon.
appreciate.
Hey, one last thing. One last thing.
Yeah,
Somebody, look, have you heard anything about the Omaha Press Club Hall of Fame? Have
yeah.
you heard your name and my name
Well,
mentioned?
yeah, I have. I was told that I was nominated last year, but
Yeah,
because of Corona, they
yeah.
postponed it. So I don't know what's going to happen with it. It's supposed to have been done again this year, but let me know what you can find out. I told
Yeah,
brother Willis,
I'm.
who's on the board, to reach out to you, and he said he did. I think, but
Well, yeah, give him the material because I'm supposed to be in the class this year. So
yeah,
if you know you
right.
and I, if you and I
It'd
go
be
in
great if we
together,
could go over it
uh,
together. That would be great, man. Yeah,
yeah,
and
and then
it's the problem is
what?
the travel thing.
Well,
And
no, we can do it. We can do the ceremony, you know, video if we have to. But
oh,
I believe we can
absolutely,
get together. And let me say
absolutely.
this one last. Here's the only thing. If you and I are going to be honored together, I want to say this and say it frankly. It's about damn time. And the other thing is, I believe that you need your own street.
Yeah,
I see they put names up on streets, you
you're
know.
right, right.
So you need your own street next to Mount Moriah,
Well,
that part of
yeah,
24th Street.
24th
To
of Miami. That's what I want.
what
With a
you
big
want to
house.
name it? What you want to name it? You gonna
Adam,
name it what?
Adams Avenue.
Adams Avenue. Okay, all right. Now
Brother
I
Malcolm
grew up on.
Lane, or whatever, whatever.
I like that.
Yeah,
I
no.
I, I
But
grew up
you
on
need
18th
one.
and Lothrop,
I
and
know.
I
I
live.
remember that.
Well, I'm gonna say here's the idea. Uh, I grew up on 18th and Lothrop. Uh, I live next door to Dorothy Uri, and Harry and
Yeah,
Daryl and
yeah,
Tyrone and
yeah, of
Alfred
course.
Uri are like my extended family. So on Lothrop, on that corner, they had the Florence Mills Neighborhood Association. So I believe
Ah,
that you could put three names on one corner. You
okay,
got
that's cool.
Lothrop from 18th to 16th could be Mrs. Uri. You've got
Well, if we do that,
Lothrop
I was
18th. Hmm.
I was on Florence Boulevard and work, where we're good. But
Yeah,
in my junior high years, we moved back to grandma's house at 2622
yeah.
North 24th, right across from Carnation Ballroom. So I'm kind of looking at that
Oh,
as
I
that's the
knew
heart of the
that.
community, Mount Moriah. But Terry was my neighbor down, the good ones.
Hmm. Oh, the
We were
Godfather.
on Word Street, same way, same Word Street.
I understand.
And
Yeah.
so,
Hey, let's do it, Skip. Let's do it.
hey,
To all your
we got
listeners, whoever's looking, whoever's
okay.
listening, I've enjoyed it. This is my man here. He's got the idea. He's the next. What's that guy who on Facebook? What's his name? Zuckerberg. Time for
Zuckerberg.
the Yin Man, the Buddha Man.
Yeah, yeah.
Mel Adams, that's his name.
I call him.
Malcolm.
I call him Zuckerberg.
All right, now
Yeah, right.
you gotta
Right.
keep the show clean.
Yeah, right, right. No, no,
God
no,
bless you, man.
no,
God
because
bless you.
he's got a lot of issues, you know. God bless you too, man, and good to know that I
Okay,
didn't realize you're in Sacramento. I'll put some of my
been
people
here
in the
for
area onto you,
a
and when
while.
I come through, I always stop off in the Bay Area, man. I'm in, north of
What
Oakland, north of
you gotta
Richmond,
come?
Pinole,
Okay,
Pinole, Pinole is where I camp.
your
My
daughter is out here, isn't she?
I
Yeah,
got
you
I
have
got two
family here.
daughters in Southern California. Yeah, but all my brothers and sisters are. Let's see, Micah's in San Francisco, David's in Richmond, north part of Richmond.
Hmm.
Joan is down in L.A. She's near my
Okay.
camp, and so we're in
Well,
California.
listen, man. When you come, where we like to get away to when we can is near Carmel and Monterey.
Beautiful
So
place.
it's
Yeah,
right there on the sea. I don't
absolutely.
golf, but I like to just get away.
Pebble Beach,
But
man. Yeah,
uh,
we can do that. Just
let's try
I'll
to
give you a
do
heads up.
something.
I'll give you a heads up.
Be our guest. Thanks for having me on your show.
Okay.
All righty. God bless
Yours
you.
too,
Take
man.
care.
Good. Love you, brother. Appreciate you. All right. Wow. Really? That made this experiment real, didn't it? My good friend, Buddy, my brother. So you pretty much you bear witness if you're listening to what's happening. This is what lies ahead for us on this experiment to do global broadcasting. It matters not where you're based, but it matters where you're being seen and who's contributing to that. And so you are a witness to something brand new. This is a concept that I've had, and Buddy and I have been talking about it for over 2, 3 years. And so that's going to happen. Apparently, we are streaming into Ethiopia now on his platforms. And so God is good all the time.